This is Slide to Unlock. I'm Morgan. That's Tyler. That's Fraser. And I'm pretty sure that's a dildo.
It's not a dildo.
I like how you
That's a dildo! I've been doing a lot of... Oh no, that's not a dildo. My bad. Is that a pipe?
You come into a room that's not a dildo.
I should probably explain because there's no visual.
Are we gonna smoke pot out of a dildo?
No, this is a sculpture I'm working on.
Oh, okay. What?
Yeah, I assumed.
Oh.
So we're going for.
What do you mean you assumed? Okay,
no, because I remember
for everyone.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay, for the viewers at home, this is a Nightmare on Elm Street. I guess it's what's his name? Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Cougar, as some people.
Freddy Cougar. He's from Chad's Kona now, and he's in worm form, and he's eating a chick.
Patricia Arquette.
Patricia Arquette. He's eating a blonde Patricia Arquette.
I think
so. He's got like a what scale is this? Would you call this?
That's probably G.I. Joe scale, 3/4 inch. 3 3/4 inch.
Yeah,
3 3/4 inch.
It's 3/4
so you bought
of an
this.
inch.
You bought this.
That. I saw that online. I was actually really pissed off. It's let's make sure we know so we sound like we know what we're talking about.
Elm Street part.
It is Mezco. So this is like, I guess it was released in 2007. I probably got it in 2009, 2010, being Canada. And realistically, I thought it was going to be bigger, 6 inches. So it's not. It's small.
And so you're just gonna make.
I'm gonna make
it bigger. Gonna make what
bigger.
you want.
Exactly. But
Okay,
right now
so
it looks like a dildo because it's flesh colored and it's very phallic. Soft end.
For everybody at home, what we're doing right now, this is called Slide to Unlock. We are doing our own podcast. This is our first time ever recording anything. It's going to be about comics, pop culture, comic culture, sort of that whole area.
The stuff you're not allowed to talk to about with your fiance.
Yeah.
It's like water cooler talk for geeks.
It's gonna be like water cooler talk for geeks with a lot of fucks and like smoking
no
pot.
water cooler. The water cooler.
This place is gonna be a bubble where we can say wherever we want about whatever we want. Maybe later we'll edit out the things that we regret later. That's totally fine. Like if we got gold and like there's one thing that's maybe a deal breaker for something, we can take that out later.
Get some
on.
sponsors.
But let's have some fun.
Sucks.
I apologize for any Jew bombs. I'm joking.
Hey man, trust me, we're used to it.
We don't want to be like a Scarlett Johansson and be dropping like that Pepsi and cola.
Oh, there's some brutal stuff.
Fiasco,
Are we going into SodaStream now in Israel? Are we going to start talking? Are we going
I'm still introducing everybody.
So
Slide to Unlock. This is my friend Fraser Paint Custom Thompson.
Soon to be new name of a company.
Okay.
Well, just call me Skeleton Key.
Skeleton Key, aka Skeleton Key. Okay, so Fraser makes his own characters. He paints. He does custom work. You can order whatever you want from this guy. If you are disappointed with the way a character looks, like an action figure looks, you can send it to him, and he will make it the way you want it to look.
For a fee.
For a fee, of course, and like probably a pretty good fee because he does phenomenal work. If you are looking at this dildo that I'm looking at right now, it's unreal. Like it looks. It's so dickish. It's the color. It's the color. Like it's green on this little model, and this looks like my dick.
This one.
It's got a really wide open mouth.
Yeah.
It's got a very large urethra.
Well, like no, I'm thinking like this way.
You need to see a doctor.
This is lost.
My dick was a pleco.
It's like if my dick got like crossbred. With a
Chinese rubber nose pleco.
So I mean, like I guess Fraser's like knowledge base is a lot of, I would say a lot of older school stuff, like old school comics, old school pop culture, the
good
cartoons,
horror movies,
good old school horror movies.
Trading cards.
Trading cards.
I never read a comic.
We've got an episode coming up about trading cards. That's going to be a really good episode.
Hot episode.
That's going to be really awesome. Sitting beside me on my left is Tyler Blue Devil McNeish.
But what was your like superhero name? You're Pedestro.
I have two. I have two.
Yeah. But we have what was
Tyler,
yours? I don't even remember.
It's probably just Blue Devil, right?
No.
That was all.
I would never just like I don't know.
I don't think you have any. I don't think you
wouldn't
have
even
anything
We're
else.
talking about like no.
But that's the thing. That's like my persona. Like I would
Your
never.
persona would be
I would
Blue
never
Devil.
ever abandon the Blue Devil.
Okay, yeah, it's
Persona.
Tyler Blue Devil
There is a-
McNeish.
But was I? Because I can't remember if there was like.
Or Tyler McNeish, the Blue Devil.
Yeah.
We're gonna have our own characters soon.
So I know.
You seem really
I
disappointed.
know both of these guys from working at Vision. Well, Fraser I knew from even before Visions Electronics through Aaron Chalker
Aaron, yeah, I worked with him.
at Best Buy.
Smash.
I think I used to buy pot
They're
off of you.
gonna.
I think,
You know what's the problem? Yeah, you probably bought pot off me.
but not that you do that anymore.
No, not that I do that anymore.
Okay, so
crunch.
and I know
crunch.
Tyler. We used to work at Vision Electronics together. That's where I met
Yep.
you.
Yep.
And there's just something about working in a warehouse at Vision Electronics where it almost seems like the prerequisite is that you are into comics. Like I would say more than 70% of the people I've worked with at Vision Electronics are into superheroes, comics, that kind of thing. It's
Yes.
actually kind
Yes.
of uncanny.
Yes.
So
It's
I mean, we're
weird.
gonna bring guests in that we've
Yeah.
both worked with as well. So you've been to art school.
I am currently in art school.
Currently in art school.
I haven't.
Planning going to art school.
Okay, so I mean, just shoot. Like,
the art. My artistic ability surrounds myself by I don't know superheroes. I guess that's my forte is superhero art.
okay,
I don't know. It's, I don't know. I want to be a 3D animator when I grow up.
awesome.
20 years old, and I still want to grow up. Like then,
I mean,
we're all children, and we love to be children.
that's a big thing about this podcast for me. Like, I want to see growth from all three of us out of
Yes.
this. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like, I want this podcast to benefit your business,
We're
Fraser.
not a shower.
I want this. I mean, like, I want you guys to say what your goals are in the future because you never know who's listening to this, and you never know who could help.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Maybe we could go to Kickstarter and they'll give us money.
Maybe we could go to Bill Gates and he'll give us money. You never know. Maybe Bill Gates has a fucking bebop sitting on his desk and he's pissed off that it doesn't have a ponytail.
And he's pissed off his not made of solid gold.
Well, yeah, he wipes his ass
Yeah,
with regular
He
characters.
puts
Like
he puts gold in his bum to prevent poop.
Oh man, I
always
saw
get
on
a
the
chair.
internet the other
Okay.
day. I saw on the internet the other day. You can buy for $450 a piece a pill that is filled with gold flecks for the
Put up your
express purpose of pooping gold.
no, I saw
Right
this
on.
as well.
So you poop golden
Yes.
poop.
You can do that too by drinking Goldschlag and get real fucked up.
I hate Goldschlager.
Me too.
Yeah.
But it hates us.
What's stopping you from like eating
It's
glitter?
probably
and
us.
stuff?
It's
Like,
probably anti-Semitic. It sounds like Nazi.
from like the
That's Jew gold.
Goldschlager.
That's definitely Jew gold.
That is
inside of there.
yeah.
that
They're like,
is-
we're giving it back to you.
That is
in
the-
your shit.
that is the ashes of my ancestors in that product. That's what it is. Actually, okay, so I get like well, hold on. Let's finish on Tyler.
Yeah, this is.
Well, I kind of want to say my
back.
background because obviously I'm a Jew. I'm the Jew of the group. So like I just want that disclaimer out there. So all like because I'm here, we can say as many Jew jokes.
Are
as
we both
want.
Scottish?
It's totally fine.
That's okay. I'm not big on Jew jokes. After my brother stopped, no.
like, is it better if we get like an African American person on this show?
Oh,
Like,
then we
like,
could.
Fuck, are we gonna get
Like,
who's African
I don't have
American?
any.
Nate,
Black Charlie?
Can we get
We
Nate?
can get Nate on the
Nate
show,
would be
but
so funny
Nate would
on
be
the
good on the show.
oh man,
I don't
Let's
know
not be-
Black
okay,
Charlie. Sorry,
Let's not be
Let's not just-
super racist.
yeah, let's-
not super.
Maybe
you
let's
wanna know
cut
super
back
racist?
racism.
Okay, you know those hands I made? I showed you the hands, right? So I'm standing in front of all my like peers and stuff like that, and we're doing a critique. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't have mine mounted at all. Like
They ask you
for-
why you
for-
did them
for-
white and not black.
I'll get to that.
I was just gonna
For
say
the-
that.
for the
I thought
viewers
it
at
would be
home-
racist to say that after we just said not be racist.
For the viewers at home, I'm currently taking this art course, and in the course there's a 3D class, and I had to make.
He molded these awesome hands.
Yes.
Like I actually, he posted them on Facebook, and I saw them, and I averted my eyes and like held my hand over the phone because I thought they were like real chopped up hands. I thought there was going to be a lot more blood, and like they're awesome. They are like hats off to you.
So when I was doing these hands, I was thinking about doing a zombie hand and stuff like that because I didn't know what to do with them. However, I'm like, well, if I do a zombie hand, it's kind of like a cop out because it's just like, kind of figured someone else would do it. Sure enough, someone else, two people actually did like decapitated hands. They did them very well, but that's beside the point. I decided to do a homeless man and someone giving out change or whatever, something like that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so they're themed. They're themed together. What do you like?
You fucking laughs at charity. You're like, oh, that's nice, charity. You're just like,
Yeah, I keep Strawbridge short change in my car. I know what that's about. Okay, continue.
So I'm doing the theme thing, but I don't have them mounted. So I bring them in, and I'm like, I don't know how I should put these. So I don't know if you guys have any suggestions. Can make it up to them, kind of thing. I was thinking maybe had a little bit of controversy with like the trouble with the homeless people on the streets or whatever. I'm like, well, what would happen? Do you think if I did a African American hand giving out change to a homeless person, white Caucasian? Would that have the same? Like, would that be considered racist?
Yeah, you have to ask these questions these days. It's fucked.
well, you're in like a class discussion thing. You're trying to like make people think, that kind of thing.
And I didn't want to offend anybody, but then again, like,
Was there a black person there? Sorry, a person of African. I don't even know. We're like Canadian. I don't know. I don't think African American. So there was. Okay.
No, but were other races there, and I didn't want to like offend anybody. So I'm like, well, what do you guys think? What would you think if I did it? Opposite. Because like I'm not racist, but I do like to provoke a emotional.
I do like to provoke race riots.
Again, another.
Okay.
I do want to, as an artist, I want to provoke an emotion in the viewer, right? Whether it be happy, sad, anything to make, even if it's making you think for a second, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the ultimate goal for any artist, right? Because if you don't feel anything, you're gonna think it's poo, right?
I guess. My opinion is you need to make money. Alright.
That was a really well-timed fart.
Yeah.
Right after you said
It's like we don't need sound effects. We got actual flatulence.
Oh, man, we can't ever get sound effects. That would just cheapen this so much. It's already cheap
We
enough.
could listen to classic vinyl
No.
at very low levels.
I don't even think you can say classic vinyl on this thing.
I don't think the internet will pick it up.
Okay.
Well, even if it did, I don't want to start some fucking...
So, how did you were talking before, how did you mold these things?
This is flex wax. It's like this... It's like a glorified candle wax where you like melt it down to this melting point, and then you paint it on whatever you want, molded or casted, and then you pour plaster or resin or whatever you want inside.
So you just put
the mold,
like Vaseline on your hands and put the wax on your hands.
Yes, you definitely want Vaseline on your hand. I missed that part.
Okay.
It's funny because even the instructor showed us. He's like, maybe I should have put Vaseline on my hand. He tried ripping it off. He was just like, just ruined the mold.
So you could say that molding with this stuff is kind of like butt sex. It's better with Vaseline.
Better with Vaseline.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can buy Vaseline in 6 packs at London Drugs.
Oh, big shout out to London Drugs.
London Drugs is our sponsor.
They're sponsoring our show, London Drugs. I've never even been in a London Drugs.
I don't know what London Drugs is all about. Is it London, Ontario, or London, England?
I think I might have been in one and not known it, maybe.
Yeah? I've been to Rexall.
Rexall, yes.
That's a whole other thing.
I've been to Rexall.
You know what the weird thing about all these stores are?
Wow, we've turned into like Ford Nation.
Whatever, we can talk about whatever we want. I'm just joking. You know what the weird thing is about all those stores, like the London Drugs and the like, the Shoppers Drug Mart and like all that kind of stuff. The amount of stuff beyond just prescriptions that you can get in these places in the last like 10 years, I guess. You can get like produce, you can get video games, you can get electronics. You like it's
they're selling like the video games cheap. Like you see like the Wii. Well, this was like maybe 6 months ago when the Wii was not competing against the Wii U, but you'd see like the Wii with like Mario Kart and like whatever, like 2 controllers, whatever the hell it came with, right?
Yeah,
and it'd be like $100.
It's still there.
You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
My mom's looking into buying one. She's got a bunch of Shoppers Optimum points,
and then you can get it with points.
And the Wii U are looking for people to buy it, so it's like. The Wii U is going down in fucking price. Their stock's dropping.
But that's just like the Wii.
But like I would buy a Wii U because I don't have a Wii, right? So that's what I'm saying. I would buy a Wii U.
Well, that was just it. She said she had all these Shoppers Optimum points, and I was like, "Well, should we buy a Wii U or a Wii?" She's like, "Well, I just really liked Wii Fit." When we had it, and that was like I asked a couple of my techie friends, and I was like, "Do we want the Wii U?" And she's like, "Well, is it staying at your mom's?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "No, like it's gonna drive you crazy. Like her calling you all the time for all the money you're gonna spend on a Wii U. Buy a Wii and any game and peripheral she wants, and just have that one thing there, and like her not calling you every day like, how do I charge this tablet
The
thingy?
tablet,
And,
yeah,
like,
that's the thing, because you have
These
to learn a
systems-
tablet.
These systems are so silly. Like, what we always knew when we were kids is that you need to make something that 5 years down the road you can literally strap onto the system and upgrade your already purchased system. Make it so that every single person can afford to upgrade their system by not buying a $300 system, but buying a $150 upgrade for your system.
I agree
We have the
with you.
technology. It's like everything is connected by a USB port, a HDMI, or this or that.
Have you
know what I mean?
seen those modular phones? You don't go on the internet a lot, so you probably haven't seen this. I saw the
I
ad.
do. I just don't ever search the web.
I do a lot. I have a lot of time on my hands. I do a lot of web searching. A lot of this. If you can't, I'm kind of doing like a little thumb typing action. A lot of. Anyways.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
They're-
If I'm
they-
not smoking weed or doing something productive, I get freaked out.
Yeah. So they have these phones where it's just like you buy this thing. There's no screen, there's no nothing, and it's just got a bunch of holes in it. And you buy different things for the phone and you stick it in. Like if you want a camera, you buy a camera. If you don't, you don't. And they all just work together. It's like Lego almost.
Yeah.
And you like build your own phone. If you want 32 gigs, you stick the thing on the back that gives you 32 gigs instead of the standard 8
Really?
gig thing. Every part of it, and it's just like stick it on the front, stick it on. You want a big screen, you want a little screen, you want anything. You can customize it. It's pretty cool.
It doesn't make sense why they couldn't do that beforehand. You know what I mean? It's been
Oh, they
this-
could. They could. Like if we're talking about like the popular phones, if we're going into so
Well, phones are phones, but I mean, I'm thinking. Sorry, I'm more so backtracking to the video games. Like in the sense, I don't know why they couldn't have done this whole customization thing. Because we've all seen the back of a Super Nintendo. What the fuck is that one port for? The one that's hidden behind plastic.
bring it here.
Right.
Bring it here. I don't know what you're talking about.
good.
Was there nothing that ever went in it?
I don't believe so.
Fraser's going to get the Super Nintendo because I don't know what he's talking about.
You should look it up online.
While he's getting the Super Nintendo, I'm Morgan.
Oh yeah, let's introduce Morgan.
Yeah. So I guess I'm sort of like the unofficial host because I feel like I have like the least knowledge. Like you guys know the comics. You guys know the like bread and butter. Look at that port on the bottom.
Yeah.
So what the hell is that for?
I don't know what it's saying.
It's probably for like maybe, I don't know.
It says external.
On the thing? Yeah, it does.
Okay,
it's on
who,
the bottom.
who has a Twitter account?
It
Do you
says-
have a Twitter account?
No, I
Do you have a
could.
Twitter account?
Yeah.
I could. So
Yeah.
could
Of
you.
course, Morgan Fix has a Twitter account.
Yeah, I'm Yeti Goldstein. You can follow me at Yeti Goldstein. I don't
We-
tweet a lot, but maybe I will now
But-
because we have
but
a
we can
podcast.
use
I have Instagram. You can follow me at Paint Customs on Instagram.
Well,
At
that's-
Paint Customs.
There
cool.
you go. There you go. But that's how we can figure out how people can come back to us and talk to us about our podcast or whatnot.
They can give suggestions.
Maybe they
feedback.
can tell us about the port on the bottom of the
Does anyone know anything about the port on the bottom of the Super Nintendo? The cover says EXT. I don't know if that's for external or
extermination.
extermination. Skynet could actually be built into Super Mario All
That could be
Stars.
where they went wrong.
This is where Skynet starts. Right here is in the cartridge. So I guess I'm in terms of comics, I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't own a single comic. I download them off the internet and read them on my iPad pretty religiously. I'm gonna have an Oreo.
Yep.
I'm gonna wait till I finish myself here till I eat this Oreo. So okay, so here's what I know. I know like pop culture, things that are going on, like a lot of Reddit, a lot of Facebook, that like the big popular kind of thing.
You're definitely very current and very social, so you know you're tapped.
I'm tapped.
in.
I'm
You can
tapped.
bring us up to date with
Yeah.
things that I'm too lazy to look up.
Yeah. And
And that's what this
current
podcast
current
can do
events.
for you
Oh
guys.
yeah, man. There's gonna be all kinds of current events. We can talk about Michael Douglas in the fucking Avengers. We can talk
could.
about that right away.
What is he again? He's Ant-Man?
You know he's gonna be Hank Pym.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be Ant-Man probably for like because he's too old to be Ant-Man. He'll be Ant-Man and kind of fail as being Ant-Man and then pass it along to.
Yellow Jacket?
No. It's gonna be like an actual Ant-Man first. For sure, there's
Yeah,
going to be
who's
like an
Paul
actual
Rudd.
Ant-Man.
Paul Rudd.
Right?
Yeah,
that's,
Paul
that's
Rudd's
who's
Ant-Man.
passing
That's
to.
cool. I'm done with that. So Ant-Man 2. We might not even see
Because
Giant Man.
Scott Lang plays Ant-Man, right? He'll be the character, or Paul Rudd will be Scott Lang as Ant-Man. Who's
Right, Scott Lang.
He's kind of like he's kind of wisecracking and wasn't very. If I remember correctly, he wasn't a superhero to begin with. He stole the suit, whatever, from Hank Pym.
Yeah.
So it's
Well, that's how it was in Earth's Mightiest.
Yes, but I think that's how close it was from
Yeah.
which I love. That's why I love
So
Earth's
like
Mightiest.
that's what I know. I know cartoons really well. I'm almost like too lazy to keep up on.
You're like me though.
Yeah.
With comic books. Like,
Oh.
I mean, I look like I collect comic books and know what comic book. I don't.
Oh, you know,
I know
lots.
now. I've
Yeah,
learned.
Yeah, you know lots.
But like Morgan, I prefer to watch X-Men the animated series than read X-Men.
Big time.
I prefer to watch Spider-Man, even though it's completely off, than to be honest to read my expensive Spider-Man comics that I've been collecting.
Yeah.
I haven't even read them.
I'll kind of key in
So-
with the
so that being said,
little
but-
tidbits. you
So
know.
are we done? We're done talking about Michael Douglas as Ant-Man, I think.
No,
Next
back on
That's
Morgan.
way too far ahead.
No, we're back on.
That's as Morgan as there is. What else do I got?
Well, you
I'm
got-
hilarious.
Okay.
I got that.
He has a
going on.
beard.
I have a huge beard.
It's almost touching the
We're
floor.
definitely gonna post a picture of me with a Wolverine mask and my giant beard in a parka in Toys R Us earlier tonight.
Oh, did you wear it?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Very neat. I like
I have a
that.
very specific skill set. And,
You know what'd be great? Like a
no,
scream
that's not
mask?
what he. That was. Who the hell was that?
No, he's
that
the
was
be- I'm
that
the
was
best
Black
there
Widow.
is
I'm the
at
best
what
there is at what I do. Right.
I'd
What I
like to
do
get a
is
picture of you in a
very
scream
nice.
mask and your beard exceeding the scream mask.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have
have
my
one.
balaclava is like
Yeah.
a skull balaclava,
Oh, really?
and now my beard sticks right the fuck out the bottom of it.
Could you imagine? It's all like coming back up and like blocking his vision even more. He's like, ah.
He's
My
got
beard-
a Tron beard.
My beard doesn't quite reach my eyeballs.
It's like a Tron.
No.
It's
You've
good that
seen
you don't
Kumar
drive
too.
a scooter.
I've driven Graham's scooter. I've definitely
Okay.
Graham has a Graham. We're gonna get Graham on the show too. He's the worst
Right,
human
yeah.
being I know, but he knows Star Wars better
Star
than
Wars,
anyone I know.
yeah.
Yeah, he knows
our
Star
Star
Wars,
Wars
but we'll
guy.
see about that.
New Star Wars flicks. We can ask him about
We
those.
will see about the Star Wars and Graham, because to be honest, I go by, when we're talking Star Wars,
Yeah.
there's 3 movies.
What do you got? Yeah, what do you
Okay. You're a purist.
Well, no, okay, no, hold on. There's 6 movies. There's 6 movies. If it didn't happen in the movies, it doesn't exist. Now there's all the stuff that came in between the role-playing games, the cards,
The
this
fan
and that,
fiction,
that came
yeah.
up with the names. The toy companies came up with all the names. So
yeah. There's a
it's
bunch
hard.
of bullshit.
It's hard to see. I mean, if you spend your time, we'll have to have
He
a
definitely-
challenge. You know, we have to have a Trivial Pursuit, a quick round of Trivial Pursuit on this game, Star Wars Edition.
Yeah. I played that with them
versus Graham,
before.
or we could all play it. But I mean,
That'd be a great
Bill
podcast.
Gates versus
It would
Bill
no,
Gates.
it would have
2.
to be us against whatever. Because like I won't be able to.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know Star Wars.
I'll
You're a
laugh.
big.
Well, yeah, I like. Okay, so I love
It's a
sci-fi.
4-player game.
That's for
It's a
sure.
I love Star Wars too. It's just like I don't know as I can't.
Is
Like
anyone
Star
here a
Trek?
Doctor Who fan?
I was never a
Because
Doctor
we're
Who
gonna
fan.
fail big time
On that section.
Yeah, that's like the
Doctor
most
Who just had
popular
its,
thing.
it had its
Christmas
50,
special.
Its
And-
50th birthday.
Apparently, yeah,
50
it's
years of
all the
Doctor
rage.
Who.
Yeah, Doctor Who's huge. I don't get it. Sorry guys, but
I don't
we'll
get it
get
either.
someone
It's 'cause
on
it
here
reinvents-
who
I have a
loves
buddy.
Doctor
We can get on here. He's pretty interesting. He's
Reinvents
from New
itself all the
Zealand.
So
time.
we can
with
talk
people
about that
that-
lame shit. Anyways, and we'll get him on and we'll figure it out.
But like
We'll
Star
go-
Trek, that's my bread and butter.
See, that's cool because I don't like Star Trek. I like The Next Generation. I like watching on TV. Then
Yeah.
again, lazy. I like that.
Yeah. Well, how else do you
Deep
Star
Space
Trek?
Nine was good.
Deep Space Nine was
Actually,
good.
Star Trek's good.
I love the
Star
style
Trek is
of,
good.
Deep Space Nine. It's like grittier than all the other ones.
I appreciate Star Trek.
Dirtier.
I just don't necessarily appreciate the fanfare.
Okay, well, what
Yeah.
do you like
This
the
is
new
a
movies?
bunch of
The
bullshit.
new movies are
The Star Wars is-
You know what?
Just-
I didn't like the first new movie.
Didn't see the second
I
one.
really-
yet. First
okay.
one was good.
I didn't like the first one. The first one to me,
It was a good
as
movie.
yeah, as a Star
Trek.
Trek fan, I don't like it because
It was too action movie.
no. As a sci-fi fan, doing an alternate timeline is such a cop out.
it is
And having
It's-
Thor like fucking around at the start, and then like, because you know his Thor was in that movie.
Oh, cause yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you meant like actual.
Yeah.
Thor.
He's
Like, I was like, wait, what? So the Avengers and Star Trek
Alternate
universe are one and the
starting?
same?
It's
You
like,
just
how have
blew
I not
my
seen this
fucking
movie?
mind there for a second.
Well,
No one said anything about
Okay,
Thor.
no,
DC did Star Trek.
as Captain Kirk, as the original Captain
Yes,
Kirk.
yes.
No, I didn't like it because of that. Like that's such a cop out. That's like it was all just a dream. That's
yeah.
like Wizard of Oz. You know, like it's. But the second one blew me away.
The whole 2 hours that you spent here was wasted because we don't know what to do with this.
Yeah.
We got ourselves in a corner.
And just the
here.
universe is so different than the
Yeah.
original universe. Like all the Vulcans are almost dead, and
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's pretty.
It's pretty much like Marvel's Avengers. Everyone just loved it. And everyone just loved Star Trek too.
But how
Everyone
could-
loved it.
How
They
could you
just-
not love Avengers though?
Okay.
That was like everything you wanted to see in a superhero movie.
This
put
is the
together.
problem.
What do you mean? This is the problem. It was awesome. You had Thor
That
fighting
doesn't sound like a
Captain
problem to
America.
me. Why do you have a problem?
Captain
with
America
What?
looked horrible.
Okay, well the part where Thor was like shot him Iron Man with the lightning, and he's like power to 400%. He's like, oh, awesome or whatever. He's like,
move
That
on.
was sweet. That
I was
was
like,
sweet.
No.
I got goosebumps. I was like, so-
All right, boys. Put your dicks away.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, just put them away. We don't need to fight on this podcast.
I like Avengers. It was a great movie.
It's like fucking A.
It's just they fucked up so much. They fucked up so much.
You have to let it be what it is.
Of course, it was a successful
So
movie.
for people to reinvent Star Trek, I haven't seen Star Trek.
But I'm saying it's
but
the
that's
same
something
thing as
for
Star
me.
Trek.
My 100% biggest problem with Avengers, like the casting is perfect for me, except for Agent Maria Hill.
Well, obviously,
It just blows my mind. Like,
No,
what
they
the
pick-
hell is
yeah,
she?
yeah, I agree, I
like,
agree.
what the hell
stay
was
on
she
TV.
thinking?
Stay on TV.
Stay on
a
TV.
great show that's gonna make you millions of dollars.
No, yeah, she should have been definitely just on the new Shield show.
No.
However,
That's why they did it.
I'm
Because
gonna-
CBS runs it though.
I'm gonna list off a bunch of people that would have been better than what's her name from How I Met Your Mother. Halle Berry.
what are you
They will
talking
never
about?
get her on TV or.
Who's from How I Met Your? Oh, the chick from. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah. I can't remember her name.
But they knew they were gonna do a Shield show before when they did the Avengers.
Oh, it's all planned out like.
well, she wasn't
before
on
we
the
were
show
born.
very much. She was on there a little bit.
I'm just saying, but she's.
The Shield show is not great.
She wasn't even on the Shield show as far as I know.
Is it
Yeah,
CBS?
she was on there.
Is it
I think at
CBS
the
though?
beginning.
Like
I think-
late.
No, it's
It's not on the
ABC,
beginning.
which is Disney, which owns
Obviously,
everything now.
yeah, okay.
They own it all now. All of it.
Yeah.
All of it.
I'm glad Disney has it. The rights to Marvel and shit.
Back to Avengers being like Star Trek. I think.
Like what? Wait,
I
what?
think, no, the movies. I think a lot of people are happy. Everyone's like, yeah, it was a great movie. Like, wow, it was awesome. But then you're gonna have like people who are gonna pick it apart. I'm not a purist. Like, I mean, Avengers are literally. I didn't know up until like maybe like 10 years ago that like Captain America, Thor, Hulk, and everyone was on a team called the Avengers. I knew of the Avengers, but to me, the Avengers were two British people with a fucking. You know
Oh
what I
my
mean?
god, really?
Dude, like that's me. Like,
When I saw that Avengers, I'm like, this is not the
obviously.
event. Like I was just tapped.
So
I was
like,
already.
what is that? That's not Marvel, is it?
No.
It's
Just-
like
it's
it's
just,
French, isn't it?
I think
It's just like the Ghostbusters and the real Ghostbusters.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's
Okay.
like that.
It is.
No, it's like then.
It's just
I think
it's a
based
case
off,
of naming.
It's based off a book, isn't it?
Of course,
called
but it's a
The
case of
Avengers.
naming who named first.
It's like Legion's Extraordinary Gentleman or whatever.
I guess LXG.
That was an awesome.
I love that
That was
movie. People fucking hate
Quatermain.
Sean Connery,
That
like,
movie's brutal.
Sean Connery hated himself after making that movie. That was a great movie. Anyways, okay, wow, like OCD or OCD.
Quatermain.
Quatermain.
It's just so all over the
Oh,
place.
it's
Like
like
all of a
a
sudden, like
dialogue
all of a sudden
shit.
you have feelings for the Invisible Man,
Yeah.
but then he's like your traitor,
Yeah.
and then like it's like that was too
He's
far
a ginger.
spread.
That
You don't
guy's
trust
running
the
around
ginger.
naked. His dink is flopping everywhere. You got to think about that. It's just like back and forth.
They did it with Kevin Bacon.
In the comics, he fucking gets raped by Jekyll. Jekyll's all
Gets-
huge and gets him, and he rapes him.
What?
Yes, I'm not even.
Big
kidding.
dicks.
I don't
Not-
remember that part of the movie. He
It's
gets
not in the movie.
raped.
No, it's-
oh,
yeah, it's in the-
it's in the comics.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, it's based
not
off. Of
that's
graphic,
pretty.
I
That's
dropped
pretty.
that
That's a
drill
graphic.
gun.
That's
Drill
a.
gun.
It's based off a graphic.
That is a
novel.
graphic novel.
It is.
I would like to check that out. Actually, I'm gonna download that maybe later. Not that I'm like into invisible butt rape,
No, but you just.
but I'm into invisible butt rape.
It's kinda like, you know,
But I might be. I don't
Invisible,
know.
did it happen?
It's
If a rape happens and no one sees it, did it happen? Oh, that's horrible.
yeah.
Yes.
If the-
Stop right now.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. It's a real
No,
thing.
no. If a tree gets
Show-
raped in the woods and no one's around to hear it,
Did it
make
get
it-
raped?
Show me on.
Do woodpeckers exist?
yeah.
Show me on Rocksteady where he touched you.
With the knife. With the knife.
Okay, so.
Yeah.
Where were we?
don't know.
Avengers. Okay, so I was watching the Avengers the other day. Actually, didn't get through it. I was.
32 minutes.
We're good.
No, longer than that. Is yours recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
Yeah,
It says
it's-
recording.
Wow,
Anyways.
there's ruined a good flow of time we're recording.
It's all good.
How many
Yeah.
hours?
Well, this is being our first time and whatnot.
Yeah, we're just trying to get some stuff.
Yeah.
So
It might all sound like shit.
in the Avengers, I want to talk about the Hulk in the Avengers because first of all, after I saw the Avengers, I thought there was supposed to be a Hulk TV show. That's what I heard. There was going to be like a mini series of the Hulk.
Brutal.
That's what I thought the TV show was going to be, not like a Shield TV show. It could be good. I don't know, but
They couldn't redo a Hulk because it's just like all CGI, everything's smashing. That's why they do it in the cartoon. They have the cartoon, the Hulk.
CGI doesn't cost a
there's
dime.
one now. There's a cartoon.
Yeah, it's all
Hulk,
surrounded by Hulks. It's like Hulk and Abomination, not Abomination, Red Hulk.
and it's like current. It's out
yeah,
right now. Oh,
it's got Elijah Dushku as the voice of She-Hulk. The chick
from Buffy.
yeah.
Sweet.
This is right.
James
So is
Silent Bob
it
Strikes Back,
like
yeah.
Joss Whedon? Is it like that universe kind of thing, or it's like kind of its own?
I think it's kind of its own.
Cartoons are getting shitty. Like superhero cartoons are getting.
No, they cancel all the
They've
good
gotten.
There was some. They've gotten shitty for sure.
Well, for like fucking 15 years.
Earth-
There's been
Mightiest
some good
Heroes,
stuff.
Earth's
Mightiest
That is
Heroes.
good writing. That is not anything else. We accept
The animation
The
is even that
pretty
good.
solid.
We accepted
It's alright.
the animation
You
stuff.
accepted the animation
Yeah.
for the good
the
story.
first
right?
thing I said about it was what? It's manga. It's fucking all.
No.
It's not even as good as manga. I
Whatever.
that's insulting manga. Yeah.
Backwards books. It's fucking. I don't know.
It's no that like okay. So
I
here's
don't fucking know,
here's
man.
what you need in animation in order to do a sweet superhero movie. No matter what the superhero, you need fire and explosions like down pat. That's the first thing I'm looking at is what your fire and explosions look like. Next is your fighting. Your fighting has to be good. Like it's got to be good. No matter who's fighting, it's got to look amazing.
Good music.
The
don't
music,
notice it,
in,
you
the
don't
music in
notice
Earth's Mightiest Heroes is brutal.
It's brutal, but it's
See,
not.
like Sum 41.
No, I'm not talking about the intro. It's like the sounds like going into each scene.
Like
They have,
Maximum Carnage.
Like a decent,
Yeah.
ominous sound for fucking the bad guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like whenever Baron Zemo was talking, they have good
Womp,
voices.
womp,
Their voices are
womp.
good.
Yeah.
That's probably the best part about it because you don't.
The
you
first-
know you're watching something that should be for North American kids.
The first like 5 episodes
sorry,
I
that's how it
watched,
is.
the first 5 episodes I watched, I 100% thought that Iron Man was Jack Black.
Yes.
Like that guy sounds a lot like Jack
I
Black.
didn't even think of that.
Yeah, he's like I
have to
actually
watch it
thought I was like, is Jack Black playing like is he bringing it down
Oh,
in
no,
order to be Tony Stark?
but-
Because that's crazy.
Jack-
But that's not a bad. That's not bad.
I thought it was amazing for Jack Black.
Jay
Like
Bro
I,
Show? The Jay Bro Show, Popular Americans for Kids, all
Yeah,
those
yeah.
whatever. It's funny that I just like throw that in there so you guys
Oh,
know.
yeah,
by
yeah.
the way, we're
Get
sitting
paid.
with Jay Burknell.
oh hey, buddy,
Yeah.
thanks for coming up here. So your background is that you suck Seth Rogen's dick.
Twice.
I'm gonna try and do it. Yeah, that's right, guys. That's pretty bad. That was not a good tune.
Anyways, he does the voice of that the character from How to Train Your Dragon, right? The
Yeah.
character. He does the main character's voice in the TV show,
Which TV show?
the How to Train Your Dragon TV show.
Okay, I didn't know there
So
was.
it's all CGI and it's all like like a spin off from the movie,
Yeah.
right?
We're gonna prove.
Yeah. Anyways, he does the voice, so he's still doing voices for the fucking character that's on just network television.
Okay, so I just talking about voices. The other day, I was bored and started talking with a friend about Back to the Future, and then I started thinking about the Back to the Future cartoon.
Yep.
So you're with me here. We're
Just like
coming into your
Beetlejuice.
realm here. I guess the animation was
Same time.
definitely time frame was about then. So first episode I watched like episode 1. It's on YouTube. Everybody go check it out. It has an intro with Doc Brown, with Christopher Lloyd as Doc Brown.
Not Christopher Lloyd from Modern Family.
Is that a different Christopher
It
Lloyd?
is. It
Oh wow.
trips me out, right? You see that and you think he has something to do with it.
It's not
Hey,
him.
Continue. Well, I'm bad at tangents.
Anyways,
But, yeah.
No, it's
so
good.
he
Full of
so
trivia.
he like has his own little thing, like him and his son are working on like a science project, and all the sons are like off screen kind of thing, and he's talking, and it goes into the show, and they don't have Christopher Lloyd doing the voice of Doc Brown.
Yeah.
It's like some other guy. It like blew me away. How did I not notice that when I was a kid?
It's like Freddy's Nightmare. So
Freddy's Nightmare.
Freddy had nothing to do with the episodes. but he was in.
So
he
this is
was-
a TV. Is like a Nightmare on Elm Street
Oh,
TV
yes,
show.
yes,
Seen
yes,
this?
that's right.
No.
I've seen a few episodes. It's less than to be desired. If you like
It's
to
more
see
like-
where stars come from, definitely watch it.
Oh, I do like
Like
that.
there's definitely like lots of stars who started.
It's
off
kind of
of
like
that.
Are You Afraid of the
Are
Dark
You
or
Afraid of, like,
Goosebumps, where it's
Nev
just
Campbell?
like completely
Man.
unrelated story. Nev Campbell's on Are You Afraid of the Dark?
She
Which
was in
one?
the soup one. The
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
fierce soup.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
No
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Do you remember the show that Neve Campbell was on before Party of Five on
Um,
YTV?
Catwalk.
Oh, buddy!
Yes.
That's amazing.
I
That
used
just
to
blew
know.
my
Yeah,
mind.
yeah.
That just blew my mind. I vaguely remember that show. I remember they were a band, and I can't even remember what she was in the band, but I remember there was like the guitar player. She played keys.
Speaking of like
Oh,
old
their vocals
YTV,
or
like
the keyboard.
were they in it? I had a big thing for a long time thinking that not Charlie, fucking
Charbender?
Mac from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Uh-huh.
That he was the kid from Black Stallion. Remember Black Stallion?
Oh,
I
no,
do remember
no.
Black Stallion, but I
Now
don't know.
also, Goosebumps the TV show. There was this Night in Terror Town and a couple other shows. He's this kid, looks just like him, like 15 years beforehand, right?
Yeah.
No, turns out I was wrong. But I literally thought this for the longest time. I looked
kid-
both of them up. They all look quite a bit the same now.
The kid
They're
from
great.
Black Stallion was the super homosexual activities director on Breaker High.
Oh shit, eh?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
And Ryan Gosling is in that fucking shit.
Ryan
What's his
Gosling.
face from Reaper?
Yeah, that
Reaper.
guy.
We gotta have like an
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Reaper?
No, what's
No.
Reaper?
Holy fucking shit.
It's that chubby guy.
These
right?
guys need to watch Reaper.
What? Tell
Both
me more.
seasons. It's a show.
Is it
that
on
got
Netflix?
canceled. Yes.
Oh
It's on Netflix. Yeah, it should be on the Canadian one.
That fucking.
You have the American one?
no, I have Canadian.
Do you know how to get the American one?
No.
We'll talk about that later. We'll do an episode.
Hey, speaking of good cartoons, another tangent.
Yeah.
Fucking. That Green Lantern cartoon that got canceled off of Cartoon Network.
The CGI one.
Yes, is now on Netflix.
Yeah.
Canadian Netflix. Just
Oh yeah.
got on it.
Oh yeah.
I just watched that movie.
There's a CGI Green Lantern movie, or the that movie.
The CGI Green Lantern movie.
Yeah, yeah.
The
That
one they
movie-
redid. I think this just shows you though, like, okay.
That movie sucks so much.
That movie
I
was
think
so much CGI that they fucking CGI'd fucking what's his face
Tyler's
on there.
going
That's
into
it.
being like a fucking 3D this and that.
Fuck that.
Tyler can draw. I don't believe that that's art. I don't believe that computers.
You don't believe
is
the
art.
drawing is art?
No, computers.
Oh, I
I was
thought
like,
you just
that's
bitch
CGI.
slapped Tyler
No.
across the table right
I don't-
there. I'll hold it back. I'll hold it back. I'll hold it back.
I don't.
show you
I
art.
don't think that CGI is art.
Shove
I
his
don't think
dick
any
down
of
your
that.
throat.
Yeah,
And,
shit.
like, what proves it though is like they pay these people millions and millions and millions of dollars, right? And they only need like a team of maybe like 20 people to do the whole fucking movie. And like with Green Lantern, they were all upset with certain things that happened at the last second, the last fucking month. They made all these. What I can't remember the factor. It was a major number, millions, in the tens of millions of dollars. They redid all the CGI in the movie. They said 2/3 of the movie. They can do it in a month.
Which movie is this?
How is that art? I'm sorry. If they can do it in a month, can't they do it fucking better? Couldn't they make it look a little bit better and stop using blood
Okay.
CGI?
So, I don't even care about the look of it. The look was kind of cool to me. I didn't really care. The writing was just shit.
Green
Like, I was
Lantern?
right.
I don't know anything,
I was right into those comics when that
I don't
movie
know
came
anything
out.
about
I
Green
was
Lantern,
deep.
so-
I was deep into
Yeah.
the core. I was
I was excited for the movie though.
I
'cause
knew what
didn't know
Parallax
was
was all
excited. I was
about.
excited
Like
too.
Parallax was a big deal, and they made
Does he look
Parallax
like that?
looks nothing like that.
No,
Like, what
Parallax
about,
was
like,
a big letdown.
Does just like Galactus, but does the Council look like the Council on the Green Lantern?
It was exactly like Galactus. Thank
Yeah.
you. That's
Yeah.
a great.
Yeah, that's a good
it's-
analogy.
well,
That's
it's-
exactly.
It's like a fucking cloud.
Oh, we were worried
Oh.
about screwing this up.
or the
Let's
fucking
make
Hulk
it an
movie.
amorphous blob
Yeah,
in space.
yeah. That fucking Hulk movie was like fighting a goddamn cloud too.
Which one?
The what?
The fucking old Hulk movie. It's fighting
Doesn't even
clouds
exist.
and fucking giant
That's like
dogs. Like, come
that's
on.
like man.
Clouds and giant dogs. I don't even remember that from the movie.
The old one, not the Edward Norton one.
Okay, my Hulk
The
versus
Eric
Thor
Bauer
is a
one.
better
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
That's a horrible movie.
I like the Hulk.
Do
It
you
was just like
own that
raging
movie?
out. I liked him raging out.
Throw
That's
it
it.
out. I don't know. It's horrible.
I didn't like the story. It was
I don't
bad.
like a fucking Korean-looking Hulk. It's just not like my thing. I'm sorry, all our Korean listeners.
And there we lose our Korean.
There goes. Oh,
There
we
goes
just lost-
Korea.
We just lost
I'm
like
sorry,
3
it was
billion
gonna happen
viewers.
already.
That is
We
crazy.
lost like a whole
Just South
country.
Korean.
They're at war with each
The
other.
North one is.
They don't even have internet,
They're
right?
not listening to shit.
They're not even allowed to listen. They have cotton in their ears all the time.
They don't have Facebook,
No
so I don't
one's
know how they're
listening
gonna
to
get
this
this. They don't have Twitter.
The only person listening to this is probably my mom, and she's
No
like,
one's listening.
She's
to
laughing her ass off right now.
It's like,
My
I don't have
mom
a son.
loves my podcast.
My mom's dope.
That's gonna be the tagline for this.
My
one.
mom loves our podcast.
Again, Slide to Unlock, origin story. My mom loves this podcast.